So back in Figma then, we've got, yeah, this is what we left off with, right? So it's looking good. There's a few things that obviously don't match. I'm not sure how big of a deal it is, like maybe back when we created the kit it was, but for the sake of trying to match what we've got, we sort of might want to try and color match things a little bit more. So maybe the color overlay isn't gonna, really get us what we want. And now we've got this, we want to take the core build that we've got and change these so we're sort of like sampling, actual colors as they appear in the concept above. So I'm just gonna undo those quick changes I made for now. And I'm not sure if you've ever really used them before, but one thing I just wanted to cover, like this was treating this like it was a proper Figma project with a company or a team, is the opportunity to, give feedback and all that type of stuff, ask questions, or just leave a note of appreciation, which probably doesn't happen enough for my liking or my ego, but here we are. So yeah, you can access that just by pressing C on the keyboard. And I think the view, once you've added your comments and stuff, if you wanted to toggle them off, you can this way. The reason you might want to toggle them off is because Figma comments, they can blow up your design as you're sort of viewing them. So anyway, that out the way. Let's take a look. So we got quite far. I remember in the tutorial, or at least I mentioned that maybe the stroke here was a little bit too far in comparison, and we lost that sort of like nice beveled, sort of like wider beveled edge. So I'm just going to add a comment here. So all you need to do is just click wherever it is that you want to leave some feedback, and yeah, just write something. So maybe consider reducing, oh my gosh, the inner stroke amount. Okay, so that's cool. And if we wanted to sort of show them to what, you could always attach an image or something like that. But because this is within our work, we sort of know what we're dealing with. One around here, so maybe look into color matching a little bit more accurately. And that's in relation to this part here. And the text itself, missing text color. So that's something that I missed off earlier on. You might have done it. You might have matched it. You might have got ahead. So hopefully, yeah, you did. And yeah, you made it that far. What else is there? So is there anything else that's sort of like kind of missing, or anything we want to try? There was the make sure bevel effect scales nicely with dynamic constraints. So that's going to be a bit tricky, that one. So we will do that. And yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. Hopefully. So we'll submit that one. So that's a nice bit of feedback. And what else is there? Is there anything else that we can think of? How about we look at maybe trying to roughen up the edges ever so slightly? I mean, like 0.1 of a pixel, just to add some nice sort of variation. Roughen up stroke edge to add character. There we go. And a big thing to consider is ensure the button can gracefully resize dynamically, clear words dynamically and gracefully. Cool. So when we create a component out of that, we'll be able to take a look. And I reckon one more, just add maybe a little outer stroke to the main button just to give it that little lift. Try to enhance outer glow color. There we go. So that might be a case where we want to stack, strokes or effects just so it kind of creates like real intensity before it falls off. At the moment, it's just falling off, but there's no like intensity, like the light's almost trapped and then it hits origin and it goes like that. But yeah, that's cool. That's that. That gives us everything we need. And I think that's plenty for us to work on when we come back to it tomorrow. And the good thing about this is, even if this is just for yourself, when you do come back to the project, if you have forgotten what you thought you were going to do the day before, it's all here ready to go. And if these avatars are driving you crazy, you can just turn the comments off like that, and the comments are hidden. I'll leave them on so we can see. And yeah, we'll come back to this tomorrow. And hopefully this micro tutorial sort of suggests just where I'm heading with this type of content. It's not overly polished, apart from the UI. The UI will be overly polished, but this video, I don't think we're going to get it. And I think that's kind of the better way to be, really. The setup doesn't have to be perfect, does it? We just have to make sure we're getting content out and the community is engaging and having fun and everyone's growing, not waiting for that thing to be perfect. But yeah, until then, catch you tomorrow.